Hello, good afternoon to you. Welcome to the Business News here on Midday Live. My name is Alfred Akanti. Let's go on to our first story this afternoon. Finance Minister Seth Terkper says it was economically prudent for Ghana to go for the $750 million Eurobond to refinance the 2007 Eurobond. He made a statement on TV3's business and finance program, Business Focus.
Finance Minister Seth Terkper says without a sinking fund to pay back the country's bonds, the structure is to either pay off the bond or refinance at the end of the 10-year period. The Finance Minister stated that waiting to pay off the $750 million at the end of the 10-year period was going to be expensive, hence the decision to refinance.
In fact, we started refinancing, that particular bond, the 2007 bond, with the 2014 bond that was issued. So the 2014 bond was not all, new debt. In fact, approximately 230 or so, of that particular bond was used to refinance, the 2007 bond. What that means is that by the end of that year, we had a balance of 500 million to either pay down or refinance.
He indicated that the sinking fund accumulated $150 million, of which $113 million have been used to refinance the country's debt.
The sinking fund was established. Some amount was swept, by the IMF, in consultation with Bank of Ghana when we entered the fund program. Nonetheless, we have so far used $113 million US of the sinking fund that was established. Could have accumulated maybe close to 300 million, but we had just roughly 150 million, and we have since been using it to pay down our debt, targeting the 2007 bond.
Let's get into the housing sector. And a housing expert, Ebenezer Saka-Addo, has observed that one of the ways to reduce the country's housing deficit is for managers of pension funds to encourage individuals to channel some of their savings into building houses. He indicated current economic challenges make it difficult for individuals to put up their own homes.
Ghana's total housing deficit is expected to rise to 2 million units by 2018. This implies demand for housing will outstrip supply by 17.5% annually. The country will need between 190,000 and 200,000 units each year for the next 10 years to bridge the gap. A housing expert, Ebenezer Saka-Addo, suggested for this to be achieved, resources have to be channeled from pensions to the housing sector. He urged government to come out with policies that will see interest rates going down.
The world all over, that's one of the funding that is used for real estate. If we can get our pension funds to finance us at a lower rate, most of us will be able to build and sell for less. That is one way I believe the government can help raise funding for the real estate industry.
Mr. Saka-Addo said the current business environment makes it difficult for individuals to own homes. In his opinion, there is the need to adapt new technologies to improve the housing industry.
Everybody wants block and mortar. There are cheaper ways of building. We have tried using the drywall system and people don't like it. Block and mortar is expensive. We can champion a crusade to let people know about other ways, alternative ways of building that are good but not as expensive as block and mortar.
President of the Ghana Institute of Planners, Alfred Kwesi Opoku, called for a comprehensive inventory of the housing sector to be done to determine the way forward in solving the deficit.
We need to know what type of houses do we have next. Is it single rooms? Is it double rooms? Is it where? When we have identified that, where does it entail? Are they in Kumasi? What percentage of the number is in Kumasi, Accra, Koforidua, or where? When we have done all these studies and so on, the next thing is to ensure that what are the pricing of the houses? We can get a minimum basic house infrastructure, concrete floor, aluminum ceiling, roofing rather, and all. That, according to the architects, you can build a house of about 60,000 cedis for 2 bedroom.
So that's it for business.